Hello everybody, we are inching closer and closer to the release of War Sails on the 26th, and I have not been more excited. I was lucky enough for Tailworlds to offer me early access, so thank you very much Tailworlds, that was really kind of you, and oh my goodness, is it so much better than I could have possibly thought. I've been obsessing over this DLC the last couple of days, but in today's video, we're diving right in and looking at the new Nord faction. We'll look at the troop tree, we'll go through all of their new and exciting equipment, so sit back, press the subscribe button, and let's get straight into it. So here it is. If you've not seen this before, this is what you see when you first load into War Sails. You see the map has changed slightly. You can see port symbols, these little anchors, meaning that this is a port town. There are other ports you can access, but this is the towns have the anchor sign. Everything's been moved around a little bit. This is a little bigger body of water. You've got river crossings now that you can sail through. And things like Kar Benzeth has been moved slightly, so now that the Britannia have a town with a port where they start at. And the Nords up here, which is what we're all here to see today, have their own island. There's a town and a castle on this island. And we go all the way over here, and you got their all of their towns. I'm looking for the new trade goods. This is whale oil, and there's the what's the other one? Walrus tusks. There you go. They're two new high value trade goods. But also quite interesting is there's border. There's a border with the Sturgeons and the Cusates, so I can see wars breaking out instantly. You don't have to sail to the Nords to start a war with them. They're going to be in Calradia already. But I am so happy to be playing this and to be showing you this. But we're here for the Nords. So starting off in the common troop tree, we start with the Nord Youngling, and that's your basic troop with a one-handed sword and a shield. That can be upgraded into the infantry line and the ranged line. If I start with the ranged line, they go to a Nord Huntsman, which has a bow and a sword and 2 stacks of arrows. They all have that. That gets upgraded to a Nord Freeman Archer, 2 stacks of arrows, Nord Marksman, 2 stacks of arrows, but the Nord Sky Gods Chosen, for some reason, I'm not quite sure the reason with this, they swap 1 stack of arrows for a shield. It makes them less useful as an archer, but more useful as an all-rounder. That probably has some advantages in the naval warfare, I suppose. But that's just an interesting thing that the top-tier archer has, half the ammunition of its predecessors. Now, before I go any further, I just want to tell you that there is no cavalry in the Nord troop tree whatsoever in the common line, what we're seeing here, or the noble line, which I'll show in a minute. There is no cavalry in the Kingdom of the Nords. In the infantry line, we go to a Nord warrior, and that can be upgraded into a Nord axe warrior, which has its own troop trees here. The Nord shield biters, these have shields, and that goes to a Nord berserker or berserkia. I'm not going to call it that. Or the more of a shock troop version, the Nord Marauder, with a 2-handed axe and throwing axes, and that'll go down to the Nord Skjaldbrestir, which has a 2-handed axe, 1-handed axe, and the throwing weapons. The Nord Warrior can also expand into the Nord Spear Warrior, which is very similar to the Marauder Skjaldbrestir line, except these guys specialize in polearms. So you'll see they'll have a shield, throwing weapon, 1-hand, and pole. The next one, the Nord Warfang, has a 1-hand and pole. And obviously the Ulfhedin has the 1-handed sword. All these names. Ulfhednar Atgeir, I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry, I've never seen those words before. Load and throwing knife, I'm better with that. The Youngling Warrior, Axe Warrior, and Warfang are the only 3 that don't have throwing weapons. The Spear Warrior, Shield Biter, Berserker, Marauder, Skjaldbrestir, and Ulfhedin have throwing weapons. The Nords are an absolute beast in the field. They're an absolute formidable force. I'm really excited to be introducing these. In the noble line, we start off with the Nord Scion. So this whole tree in the noble line has the same style of loadout: a one-handed sword, a polearm, a throwing weapon, and a shield. They just get better each time we upgrade these troops. So they go from the Nord Sign to the Nord War-Proven, and you can see their armor's changed slightly. We're now wearing the Nordic luxury tunic, and our weapons are a little bit sharper, a little bit cleaner. They go to the Nord Hearthguard. Now we're looking serious. They go to the Nord Shield Champion, and now we go to the legendary Nord Huskarl. Now, for some reason, I don't know if it's intentional, but I noticed that a Nord Shield Champion has an armor rating of 170. The Nord Huskarl has an armor rating of 140. So when you upgrade them to a Huskarl, they get 30 less armor. That just doesn't seem right. Anyway, do you want to see them in action? This is the Tier 1 Nord Youngling. They have a Nordic Work Hatchet or a Nordic Splitter Axe, a rope-bound shield or a round shield. Their armor rating is 20. Now we have the Tier 2 group. Starting with the Nord Warrior, they carry a Drenga Long Axe or Drenga Axe, a rope-bound shield, and a knobbed short spear or the jeweled leaf short spear. Their armor rating is 25. And with them the Nord Huntsman, carrying a mountain hunting bow, 2 stacks of barbed arrows, a Nord Work Hatchet or the leather-bound Nord Hatchet. Armor rating 23. Now we have a Tier 3 group, the Nord Axe Warrior, carrying a leather-bound Nord Battle Axe, leather round shield or fur round shield, and Herdman Axe. Armor rating 63. Next to them, the Nord Spear Warrior, with a fur round shield, Nord Javelin, striped Nord Sword, and a decorated leaf spear. Armor rating 56. Nord Freeman Archer, woodland longbow or woodland yew-bow, 2 stacks of barbed arrows, and the leather-bound Nord Hatchet. Armor rating 45. Now we have the Tier 4 group, Nord Shield Biters, carrying the reinforced leather-bound Battle Axe or Nord Battle Axe, Nordic Decorated Targe, engraved throwing axes or hide-bound Nord throwing axes. Armor rating 119. The Nord Warfang, Varg Decorated Sword, or the Decorated Fuller Sword, Varg Atgeir, or the Ulfhednar Artgeir. Armor rating 93. The Nord Marauder, engraved throwing axes or hide-bound Nord throwing axes, and the hollowed wing axe. Armor rating 104. With them, the Nord Marksman, woodland yew-bow, 2 stacks of barbed arrows, and the Nord Hatchet again. Tier 5 now, we see the Nord Berserker, carrying the Berserker Axe or the Berserker Sword, Huskarl Runed Sword, balanced engraved throwing axes, and the Steel Cross Shield. Armor rating 118. Nord Skjaldbrestir, balanced engraved throwing axes, Raven's Wing Axe, engraved Nord Battle Axe. Armor rating 107. Nord Ulfhendin, Ulfhednar Sword, Ulfhednar Artgeir, Lowland Throwing Knife. Armor rating 76. Nord Sky God's Chosen, woodland longbow, only 1 stack of barbed arrows but gets the decorated Nordic shield in its place, leather-bound Nord Battle Axe or the Drenga Axe. Their armor rating 109. Now in the noble line we're looking at the Tier 2 Nord Sion, carrying the Drenga Long Axe or the Drenga Axe or Ungman Sword, jeweled leaf short spear or knobbed short spear, Nord throwing axe, and the fur round shield. Their total armor rating is 35. The Tier 3 Nord War-Proven, leather-bound Nord Battle Axe or leather-bound hardened Battle Axe, Herdman Spear or decorated leaf spear, leather round shield or fur round shield, northern throwing axes. Armor rating 45. Tier 4 Nord Hearthguard, carrying the leather-bound hardened battle axe or the Fen broadsword, hide-bound Nord throwing axe or the engraved throwing axe, horseguard spear or Fen long spear, Nordic decorated targe with a total armor rating of 117. Tier 5 Nord Shield Champion, carrying the Nord Battle Axe or the Jarlsman Sword, the Jarlsman Spear or the Horseguard Spear, and the Steel Cross Shield and balanced engraved throwing axes. Armor rating 170. The Tier 6 Nord Huskarl. Huskarl Spear or Houseguard Spear, Decorated Nordic Shield or Ornamented Nordic Shield, Huskarl Runed Sword or Nordic Battle Axe, also carrying the Balanced Engraved Throwing Axes. Armor rating 140. And that is our friendly new neighbours in Calradia, the Nords. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. Stay tuned for more War Sales content. That's where we're going to leave it today, and I'll see you in the next one.